Subscribe for continuous learning.
In this video, let's solve math challenges to find unknown digits in additions and subtractions. Let's start. The concept from these videos are used to solve the challenges. Let's start with simple challenges and then move on to more complex challenges. Here is the first challenge. We need to calculate the product of all missing digits in this addition problem. The missing digits are marked by question mark like this. And product means multiplication. So first, we have to find out the digits and then multiply them. Let's start adding these two numbers. And on the way, we will find out the unknown digits. Okay? We start addition from ones place. At ones place, we have 8 and 6. If we sum them up, we get 14. We put 4 at ones place and carry over 1 to tens place. We can see here 4 is already put at ones place. The only thing we have to do is to carry over this 1. Now, let's start adding up the tens place. 9 plus 2 gives us 11, and we have a carryover 1. So, total we get 12. We put 2 at tens place and carry over 1 to hundreds place. So, we got 2 at the place of this unknown digit, which means the value of this unknown digit is 2. Let's note that down. Let's move to hundreds place. Here we have 7 and this carryover 1, total 8. But we also have this unknown digit. How do you find out this digit? Note that we have 3 here. That means 8 plus this unknown digit will give us 3. But 8 alone is more than 3, right? So how is this possible? This is actually not possible. This only tells us that this 3 is actually not 3. It is something more than 8. It is 13. This 3 is part of that 13, and the 1 of that 13 is carried over to the next place. That is why we are only seeing this 3 here. Okay, so 8 plus this unknown digit gives us 13. What do we add with 8 to get 13? We can subtract 8 from 13 to find that out. It is 5. So, the second unknown number is 5. Let's note down this value. And finally, we move on to thousands place. Here we have 1, 2, and carry over 1. So, total 4. We put 4 here at the place of the third unknown digit. So, 4 is the value of the third unknown digit. Now, let's come back to hundreds place for a moment. We assumed that this 3 is 13 because it is more than 8, right? But why 13? Why not 23 or 33? Because remember, this is only one digit, and there is no one-digit number you can add to 8 to get 23 or 33, or any other bigger number. You have to add 15 with 8 to get 23, and 15 is a two-digit number. So only and only 13 is possible here. Okay, so we have got all the digits now, 2, 5, and 4. Let's multiply them. 2 into 5 is 10. 10 into 4 is 40. So the answer is 40, which is A. Let's try another addition. Again, we have to find the product or multiplication of all the unknown digits in this one. Unknown digits are marked by A, B, C, and D. We start from ones place. 7 plus 5 gives us 12. We put 2 at ones place and take carry over 1 to tens place. So, 2 sits in D's place, or in other words, D's value is 2. Let's move to tens place now. A plus 1 plus 1, or in other words, A plus 2 gives us 0. But 2 alone is greater than 0, right? So, just like the previous challenge, we can understand easily that this is not 0. But actually, it is 10. 0 from that 10 sits at tens place, and this 1 is carried over to hundreds place. And if this is 10, then A is 8, because 8 plus 2 is 10. You can subtract 2 from 10 to find that out. Okay, let's move to hundreds place now. We already know that we have a carryover one. We add that to this 6 and 1. We get 8 in total. So, C is 8. And finally, we move on to thousands place. Here we see B has to be added to 5 to get 7. So what is B? We can easily get that by subtracting 5 from 7. B is 2. And that's it. We got all the values now. Let's multiply them. 8 into 2 into 8 into 2. Answer is 256, which is option D. Now, let's solve for unknown digits in a subtraction. Here we have two unknown digits A and B, and we have to find product of them. At 1's place, we see that A has to be subtracted from 3 to get 7, but 7 alone is greater than 3. So, just like the previous challenges, we can understand that this 3 is actually 13. It has borrowed a 1 from 10's place. Now we have to find out what can be added to 7 to get 13. Or in other words, what is the difference between 7 and 13? This we can find out easily by subtracting 7 from 13. The result is 6. So, A is 6. Now, let's move on to 10's place. We already told that we borrowed a 1 from this 10's place, right? In other words, we took away 1 from this 8. So, it is no longer 8. It is now 7. 7 minus 7 gives us 0. You can see that we already have 0 in 10's place. That means we are solving it correctly so far. All right, let's move on to hundreds place now. 7 minus 3 gives us 4, so B is 4. So, we got values of both A and B. Let's multiply them. 6 into 4 gives us 24. So, C is the answer.
If you like the video, please press like and subscribe buttons below and share it with friends. Let us know in comments what topics you would like us to cover.